In this video tutorial, I will show you how the results of your report are generated. This will make it easier to read the results of the competence study. The fundamentals of our competence study method are the descriptions of situations which are firmly set to the company's working reality and in the respondent's position. Each situation description, each case, is completed with 3 proposals of responses. After receiving a verified set of cases at some point, they must be validated. The organization has to choose the most and least desirable responses to each of the cases. The validation may be conducted in various ways. It can be carried out by upper management or by the high achievers, employees who are considered the most valuable to the organization. It can also be a combination of these 2 approaches. The task of the person validating the study is to highlight 2 of the 3 responses. 2 extreme responses ought to be chosen, the operating mode which is closest to them and the most expected, maximum, and the mode which is furthest away, at least expected, minimum. As a result, we get a hierarchy of responses. Now it's time to match the points with each of the responses. 4 points for the most appropriate response. 3 or 2 points for the in-the-middle response. 3 points if the response is closer to the appropriate one. 2 when it's closer to the inappropriate one. 1 point for an inappropriate response. The next stage of the process is to provide comments for each given response. Because we choose 2 answers out of a proposed 3, the most and the least suitable, there are 6 assumptions. At this point, the description of a situation is ready to be used in the study. Let's see how the result which is presented in the report after the study is calculated. The study of each competence consists of 3 to 5 descriptions of situations, cases, representing different aspects of a particular competence. Let's take a look at the delegating competence example. The delegating competence consists of 4 aspects: matching the person with a task, implementation planning, a delegating conversation, telling the group about the delegated task. Each of the aspects is studied using just 1 case. The result is the average of the results calculated from particular cases calculated as follows. Indicated a particular response as maximum results in a numeric value assigned to a particular response with a plus sign. Indicated a particular response as minimum results in a numeric value assigned to a response with a minus sign. The results must be distributed as follows: -3, -2, -1, +1, +2, +3. In our case, we analyze the delegating competence, which is described by 4 aspects, meaning 4 cases. The possible spread of the results is -15, 4 times -3, to +15, 4 times +3. Let's say that the results from particular cases were as follows. Case 1, -1. Case 2, +2. Case 3, +4. Case 4, -1. Collectively, the result obtained was +4, and it was presented as a percentage in the following way. To remove the negative numbers, the numerical scale from -15 to +15, as well as the result +4, are both modified by adding 15. Then the scale is from 0 to +30. and the result amounts to plus 19. Switching to percentages is achieved by dividing the result by the maximum value and rounding. In our case, to the value of 65%. A more detailed description of generating the results is included in the method description. Because of the way answers are validated, the hierarchy of responses is determined by those chosen in the organization. Getting 100% means choosing only the right answers which comply with the recommendations at the verification stage. It is an important observation as the 100% results does not mean the strongest realization of a particular competence, but the most appropriate one. And that's a big difference. Let's take the creativity competence as an example. In certain types of activity, too much creative behavior may be an obstacle in accomplishing tasks. For example, too much creativity in an office where there are certain operating procedures may lead to legal issues. Let's repeat. The 100% result in a particular competence means an expected and appropriate level, but not objectively the highest. Such a structured study means that results below 100% will be achieved by people who exhibit too many creative behaviors as well as those who exhibit too few of them. Therefore, in the report drafted after the study, it is very important to present the particular answers in comparison with the expected answers. This data is also completed with a comment which helps to understand the results. What is really significant is that such a study structure gives the respondents clear information as to what is expected of them. This is precise and clear feedback. It may also be interesting to analyze the group data, seeing the average results of a particular group of respondents and their results in comparison with others. For example, the analysis of one's own results in comparison with the results of a particular position or a group of positions. The HR department receives a collective assessment of the employees' competences for a specific position. Based on this, it can prepare development paths for particular groups of employees. Thanks to collective information about the competence gaps of particular positions and expectations, targeted development programs can be created in a fast and effective way. These programs focus on the development of said competences and the aspects which are most necessary to achieve specific business goals.